Hey guys, it's Sydney.
And Megan
And
and
Andy.
Andy, the birthday boy.
It's his birthday. Happy
Alive, so
birthday.
sweet and kind.
He's getting a birthday call.
Who is
No, it's a spam.
They know
It's
too.
a spam.
I brought
Oh,
this birthday balloon
excuse me.
and this disco ball to
What
celebrate.
is that? A
Oh,
disco ball. Let me see.
I
Oh,
have a
nice.
birthday cake chopstick actually.
Oh, burpees chapstick.
Celebrating over here.
I got a water.
Well, in all
Nice.
fairness, we did all celebrate together yesterday. Tell them what we did.
Thank you so much. It was a good time.
Where
It
did we?
was fun.
Yeah.
We were at the big TG Topgolf. We have the next PGA winner, Mr. Markey here.
I don't know about that.
Why is he being so
Maybe if they,
quiet?
maybe if they went highest score.
It wasn't your best day.
No, it never is on the golf course.
Just
It's
kidding.
never my best day on the golf course.
It's okay, Dad.
It's just something I can't get. I can't either. I don't practice enough. I don't care enough. I'm not coordinated or athletic enough to be a very
You
good
are
golfer.
enough.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I can't get under 90.
Here one day, Dad. When you retire.
Yeah.
Well, this was really your first time out there this season, right?
Well, I golfed a couple times this year with Adam, but that's the first time I swung the clubs in like 5 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
And, I don't know. I didn't understand where I was shooting
It is.
90% of the time. The first time we went, Sydney goes, hit it as far as you can. Right. So I thought I did good and it was a zero
I
or a
think
minus or
Well,
something.
zero is better than -4
really,
It
at
just,
Topgolf. I got -4.
I don't know what, I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me. I guess I just not
And
really
like,
that
to be
technically
honest,
advanced when it comes to golf.
I feel like Topgolf's like fun, but I think in 10 years it's not going to be around because it's not that fun.
I agree.
Yeah,
And to Dad's point, does anybody know the actual point?
the point is that whoever owns Top Golf is making a shit ton of money. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
For sure.
I mean, it's fun, but
Like I
like,
feel like the
I
game,
don't, I don't know that you can go to Top Golf and become a better golfer.
No.
it's also very expensive for what it is.
Yeah. Again, I don't know because you guys were nice enough to pay. Thank you.
I mean, like 600 is not that bad for 2 hours.
What?
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
No, I'm totally kidding. But
Okay.
yeah, it's expensive, but I mean like it's just and maybe because I'm not a golfer, like I'm not super into it
I'd rather just be at the table drinking,
for sure.
take a few swings here and there.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I get the whole like, like you're not going there to play like nine hole course
No.
simulated course. You're just going there to have some drinks and swing the clubs and talk and do whatever. So yeah, I mean that part's good. It was just yeah. I didn't understand a lot of the games.
It's okay, Dad.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
did your best, and that's really all we can ask.
Okay.
I'm really pulling out all the lines I heard as a child.
We also watched the USA soccer game together on Sunday.
Yeah. Which is crazy, right? Last week I was complaining they lost 4 games in a row. I realized there was a couple friendlies in there. Not all their top players play, but I really didn't think, and I still don't know that they're that quality ready for a World Cup. So they're in this CONCACAF tournament, Gold Cup tournament.
What is
You
the world?
know, the World Cup's next year.
But they're like playing now.
Right now they're in a tournament, right? It's a Gold Cup tournament. It's all the teams in CONCACAF. So you have Mexico, Uruguay, Suriname, all these teams, right? Whoever they Trinidad, right?
Hmm.
So there's some teams in there that they always have trouble with. Like Mexico is a team I don't think they can beat. I don't think they can beat Jamaica. I think Jamaica's a pretty good team. And is it there was one other team I remember they always had problems with. But they beat Trinidad 4-0 after I complained that they couldn't put anything together the way they looked in a 4-0 loss 2 weeks before that. So, it's a good start to the tournament. We'll see what happens. Yeah. And the Union won Saturday night. They have the second place. Yeah, they're first place in their conference. Second place, they scored a goal late, 98th minute, to get that win. To get that win Saturday, and they play tonight. So, evidently, a coaching change in soccer means a lot because last year under Jim Curtin, they just didn't have the intensity they just didn't look. They don't look nothing like they did last year, or sound nothing like they did last year.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
they're second place in the league right now, so I think points they're winning, but they have one game in hand. So, are we keeping you upset?
So if
we know I have this problem.
I know that this happened almost happened, but if the Phillies were in the World Series and the Union was in the championship and they were both playing at 7:00 and you could only watch and listen to one, who would you pick?
I would pick the Phillies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're a big soccer guy.
Yeah, but the MLS kind of went so that you can't watch them unless you buy that streaming service, and I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to.
For you.
So I'm not going to, even though I've been the past couple of weeks, I've been catching games on a Comcast channel, not Comcast Sports, the one right underneath of it. They play replay like on Tuesday nights.
All right.
So I can watch a little bit.
So speaking of coaching, let's talk Phil's and Rob Thompson's decision to bench Nick. Allegedly, an inappropriate comment was made, and that's all we really know.
I'd like to hear what the comment was.
I would as well.
Well, of course, the comment is what really matters. Like you can only say what you think happened. Like he got mad because he got pulled for a defensive replacement, right? And okay, I get it. He gets mad because he gets pulled. I get it. That's a competitive guy. He wants to play, but we don't know what he said, so it's hard to. Evidently, he said something bad enough to make one of the most relaxed guys in baseball say, "That's it. Sit down for a day."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, I mean, I think this is what Nick has no memory. Last year when that guy was batting 125 and people were screaming at that coach to sit that guy, Rob stood behind him and started him every game and let him work at it. So at that point, I really think when he got pulled, yeah, he could get mad. But when it was all said and done, he should have went to Rob and said, "Yo, man, that's my bad. I got caught in the moment. It won't happen again." But instead, this is what we're talking about.
It's all about owning mistakes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Megan. Have I ever told you that?
Yeah, like if you do something wrong, just go say you're sorry.
So instead, because these dudes are all egos, and God forbid they think that somebody thinks they did something wrong. Instead, you get 3 days of this BS of us talking about some dude getting benched and not being able to handle it. He's like it's like a 12-year-old.
It's not good.
That's how it plays out. Yeah, I don't think it really plays out that way in the locker room because those guys know what was said.
Yeah.
And who knows what they say to each other in the locker room? Who knows if Harper or Schwarber said to Castellanos, "No man, the hell are you talking to him like that for?" Who knows? And if they didn't, then shame on them.
I mean, I honestly think at the end of the day, it's not the biggest deal in the
No.
world, but we're just like, we have nothing else to talk about. Not even us, but just like the Philly
Sports in
press
general.
Well,
girl.
Yeah.
So
my
they're
point was
blowing
just
it a little.
like people online are saying it's ridiculous. He shouldn't have gotten benched.
No,
Well,
I mean,
pe- everyone has their own. Again, I don't know what he said, but we've known Rob Thompson for 3.5 seasons now. He's not a guy that gets upset. He's not a fiery guy. He's not a very emotional guy. He's not an overreactor. So in 3.5 years, I don't remember him saying you're benched to very many guys. So evidently, he said something that got him. So yeah, he's benched. He's the manager. He makes the calls, and that's just the way it goes.
so my thought here is Sid, and Daddy won't get this reference, but I'm thinking, what would Whitey do?
Oh, Whitey would have benched his ass.
And that's why I stand by Rob, because I know if someone's talking back, they're gonna get the bench.
I think we're very strong on like morals and consequences, I might say. So I think if you act up, you deserve to be punished.
And I think he'll be better off because of it.
I completely agree.
Well, so I don't know
You don't
Nick
know Whitey.
Castellanos, so
Oh,
I don't know how he's going to react to be better from it. He could be, or he could just be like,
annoyed.
I don't know why I got benched. I'm Nick Castellanos.
But I think that says a lot about a person.
It says a ton about a person.
So if he's being a brat about it, then I'm gonna be like, well, he's not the player I thought he was, and I'll burn his jersey.
Well, he could be the player you thought he was, just not the man you thought he was.
Yeah. But is there a
So,
difference?
oh yeah, there's a difference.
See, there's not though, because
No,
you asked
there is.
a question
I think
earlier.
he's a better player than he is, man.
I don't think he's a bad guy.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't have a
if
good feeling after all this.
because we don't know anything about it, right?
We've all said
Talking
bad,
about-
stupid things in the heat of a moment. It's about what you do after. If he did go say
Right.
sorry, then I'm like, he's cool.
Okay, fair.
Well, what if he did?
Well, then but will we ever know?
We'll
No,
never
but
know.
that's what I'm saying.
If
Yeah,
he
you'll be able to tell.
Not cool.
Eventually, someone will ask him a question, and he'll answer it the way he actually feels, and you'll be able to tell.
So only time will tell.
Yeah,
All right, we've wasted enough of our breath on this. Let's
I
move.
didn't bring it up.
Seriously?
I'm only kidding, buddy.
Okay, so
That was you last week,
what did I do?
right?
I'm just.
Why are you laughing?
I said I don't know. I didn't listen.
Big fan.
Yeah, I think last week you were breaking my stunts.
Me?
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
fact
more than likely.
I would never.
So you mentioned that training camp starts in just about a month.
Yeah, July 22nd. So the roster's pretty much set, right? Yeah, I don't see them getting any big acquisitions. They just gave up a home run 4-1. I don't see them getting any big acquisitions. Like I don't think that guy from Cincinnati is going to go anywhere else. The cornerback from Green Bay signed with the Ravens today. So I think the Eagles are pretty much, you're not going to see a big veteran signing coming in, I don't think. So, you got a month. And then we're gonna see if they enjoyed themselves the past 5 months or if they put that championship behind them and went to work like they should have.
I think they went to work.
Me too.
That's what
Not
everyone
even
thinks.
doubting it.
Really, I feel like everyone thinks the opposite.
You think so?
Hmm.
No, I see. I don't. Yeah.
You
I
mentioned
just think people think that yeah,
sound.
they're going to be fine. They're going to do whatever they do. They're going to get their 12, 13 wins. They're going to the playoffs. You hear it already. And I don't know. I just don't know how
Well,
good they're going to be.
we find out in 78 days.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. It's only 78 days.
78.
That's 11 weeks.
Not bad.
Gonna go by quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quicker than we think.
So I have a question for you girls.
It's never
I
good.
was listening to WIP I always listen to them. And they did their top 11 athletes in the city. Right now, we're not going to do all 11. I'm not going to ask you for 11 top athletes. I'm just going to ask you who you think is the best athlete of the four sports teams. You don't have to give me one from each team. It's just one athlete.
Who wants to go first?
I'm, in, I'm a little nervous. Should we do one from each team? Except I can't do the Flyers.
I can't do the Sixers either. I'm
Anyone
just
Well, I would think.
anyone but Embiid, literally.
Well, for the last year on the Sixers, the standout player would be Maxey,
Of course.
right? So he's not the best athlete in the city,
Well, of the Sixers, he would be my vote.
right? So I'll give you that.
Um, Phillies, mine would be Schwarber.
That's a really good one.
Okay.
I don't
All right,
have one.
Eagles or Max? Did you go Maxey with the Sixers
I would
too?
have said him because he's the only player I know.
All right.
Um, for the Phillies, I probably wouldn't have said Schwarber. I probably would have said none of them. I don't. They're. I'm not picking their team.
No, I wouldn't. It's not their team. It would be the Eagles, obviously.
And I don't think I'm picking based on sole ability to play a sport. I'm thinking who overall is the best athlete,
Agreed.
considering everything, and my answer would be BG.
That's who I have on my paper.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh my god!
And the only reason I say that is because he's a great athlete and a great person.
Right, but
Mine would be a really tough decision between BG and Saquon. I mean, I just don't think there's anything Saquon can't do.
Agreed. If we're going straight on ability, like
If
well,
I'm
that's what we're
picking
trying to
someone to
do,
win
right?
anything, it would have to be Saquon. I'm choosing him every time.
So I
agreed.
think Saquon is the correct answer. He's the best. He's the best running back in a running back position. But when you say that, you look at Lane Johnson, and he's the best right tackle at that position in the NFL. So he's right there, right? But there's also like you could say a guy like AJ Brown.
I was thinking about him, but compared to Saquon,
But you could also say Schwarber, who had a good year last year and having a great year this year. So there's a lot of
yeah,
there's a lot. And I don't put Jalen as the best athlete, right? Because he's not the best quarterback in the NFL.
who is?
Don't make him say it.
I seriously don't know who he's gonna say.
I have two people I think will say.
Well, I think the only quarterback that's actually better than him is the guy he beat in the Super Bowl.
You don't think Josh Allen?
I forgot about that guy.
No, I don't because I haven't seen Josh Allen win a really big game.
Jalen's taking Josh every game.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't like and I'm not trying to insult Jalen. I mean, and if you go by the last year, I should pick Jalen, but I can't get those 4 previous years of Patrick Mahomes being a killer.
Was he though?
No, he was. Yes. I'm sorry, Sid.
I don't
I
remember that.
mean, I think the guy's been to 5 Super Bowls, right? In 5 years. It's not done.
He is done. It all
Well, he might be done now,
I
but
do think he's done now.
that's why I can't make Jalen the number one because that Patrick Mahomes thing's kill me.
One thing about us will beat a dead horse.
So I would go with Saquon.
1000%.
Yeah. With Lane Johnson as a right behind him. And then Schwarber and then Hurts. Eh.
I really didn't know Schwarber was having like such a great year.
Yeah,
What's he just hitting in home runs? Like that's
he got
it?
like 22 home runs, got like, 50 some RBIs, bunch of doubles. I think he leads the league in walks or second in walks. Yeah, he's very productive.
Nice.
At the plate, he just doesn't play the field. So,
and I think maybe that's why I didn't know that.
yeah,
I'm more of a defense person.
that's right. I forgot.
All right.
My
Let's
bad.
wrap this up by I'm going to ask you guys something. If you had one birthday wish that came true, like 100% it was coming true, what would it be? Dad, it's your birthday.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have
I
any.
don't really wish for anything. No, no,
Okay.
no.
It's boring, Megan.
I can't really say it for the camera.
I don't want to know what that means. Right?
Yeah, nothing bad.
Type it in the chat.
Okay, we'll get your live reactions.
I
Read the chat.
the chat.
No, look, as much as I complain about work, my job, I don't mind, like the job, I could be doing anything.
And you'd still hate it.
I would still hate it because it's something that I have to do.
Did you know that they pay people to watch shows on Netflix?
Not enough.
I don't know if that's true either, but they do pay people to sleep, like sleep studies.
Not enough.
No, I think it's good.
Not year round, not for 40 years.
Like, what's your answer?
I mean, ultimately, you got to get a job. What? If I could wish anything and know it was going to come true, that my wish would be that I could stop working today and be financially secure and not have to worry about that the rest of my life.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. And like I said, only because it doesn't matter what job I'm doing. Eventually, I'm not going to like it.
All right. Would you rather that or for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl each year until you could actually retire? So it's either retire early, know you're financially stable, or the Eagles don't win the the Eagles could win the Super Bowl had you chosen that. Do you know what I'm saying?
What, like they would win 7 Super Bowls in a row?
But you had to keep working those 7 years.
Boy, that's brutal, Megan.
You would work.
I would work.
I do think you'd work.
Yeah, I would work. Probably till I was 80.
Fun.
Yeah, I would work, I think. Yeah.
Like guaranteed they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a juicy season still. Like they'll keep you on your toes.
The whole world know, or does just Dad know that the whole?
Well, Dad doesn't even know. He just wishes for it. And his wish keeps coming true.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you could write for Hollywood. Fairy tales.
Dreams are made of.
Yeah. So they tell us.
All right. Well.
All right, buddies.
Real Dad, I hope you had the happiest little birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
Thanks for
birthday.
yesterday.
Of course. Listeners, thanks for listening. Make sure you wish Dad a happy birthday in the comments.
Go Birds.
Go Birds, as always.
All right. Love you.
Bye.